Yo guys, welcome back to another video, and today in this video I'm going to give in my review on the AIM controller. Now as you guys can see, I have got the new AIM PS5 controller. I'll do my review on it right now and let you guys know if you should buy it or not. So starting off with the front of the controller. Now I went for the very basic design of just the standard controller. I kind of like the aesthetic of the white on the controller, so I kind of kept it from my original because my original was also similar to the front. As you can see, I have got a control freaks on this as well, because these thumbsticks are actually custom standard control freaks. Well, custom PS5 toggle sticks, you know what I mean? So if I took these off, you can see I can unclip this thumbstick here. So it's very standard, but it's a custom one. And custom ones don't always have the same quality as the default ones. So as you can see, you take it off and you replace them and everything. But having control freaks, I feel like would save a lot more money, because in the past I've had loads of people say, oh, but you waste money buying like scuff thumbsticks, because they always tear apart. As I know some people have had this problem before, where they just tear off and like you have to always buy a new one and it takes forever to come. So having like control freaks is a lot better, because you can just order them in and stick them back on quite easy. So I always prefer having the control freaks on the control. Talking about the buttons, they all seem to be working well. They don't seem to have any problems. Very clean design. It feels like a good build. Don't feel like it's very flimsy or anything. So yeah, that's the front of the controller. Now starting off with the back of the controller, I have got the red grip. As you can see, the grip isn't very strong, not gonna lie. I'm feeling this thing. Yeah, you feel a few grooves, a few bumps, but it's not that amazing of grip, I would say. I think the grip I had previously on my PS4 controller, I'll get that for you now. You see I have like these things here. This has a lot of grip. So your hands are sliding on this thing here. So on the PS4 controller, I had these attachments where I can just take them off. As you can see, I did snap it a little bit there, but that's fine. So this just clips onto the back of your controller quite easily. It goes on like that, and that's quite good grip. But having the additional grip on the controller, the red one, it looked nice, so I got it, but there's not much grip on it, to be honest. It could be improved, but you know, it's not that bad. It's good aesthetic to the controller. Obviously, it's on the back, which I don't mind. I don't mind having design on the back. The front is the one that bothers me, because I'm looking at that almost all the time. Well, most of the time anyway. I just want a clean design on the front, you know. If I didn't like the design on the front, it would probably annoy me. I'd probably go back to my default controller. But on the back, I don't mind it at all. It's alright. So now let's go on to the paddles. Now the paddles are very easily accessible. I can clearly do that. So I don't use this. If my fingers were here, I feel like they'd be too close together all at once. But I use the L1, R1, which spaces them out quite nicely. So I've done it so these two are X and these two are X. No, these two are circle, these two are X. So on my right side, this is my hand, right hand, I jump with my X and I slide with my left hand, which is quite easy. Now I don't really like having my square and triangle here. I'd rather use the buttons, because I feel like it's just confusing, and I just prefer having the two slides. Like the top one you can slide cancel with, this one's a long slide, and these two are both just jump, like normal jump. Both very good. So I can just literally rest my hands on top like this if I wanted to, and just easily click down here. But you know, it's an easy jump, so I can literally press both of them to jump if I wanted to, or both to slide. It don't really matter what I do. Yes, they're both good. But one problem I have had with this AIM controller, the pairing. So when I click in these controllers, these paddles, it don't seem to click in as well as they should do, I feel. The right one seems like it's very good. The left one goes in very slightly, but I feel like there may be a little bit of delay there. I'm not quite sure. I haven't fully tested it. I've played with it maybe an hour or two. But it works well. It still works. It's still great. I love the controller. I think it is worth buying. When pairing them, so when assigning the buttons, it is very confusing, because there is no light indicator. There's no indicator you're in remapping mode if you buy the spider pad. So with the spider sticks, when you have remapping, it's very confusing because you have to hold down these two buttons at the back here, and then you have to click it and hold the button with it. So to do this one, the right side with the X, I have to hold both of them down for 5 seconds, and hold this and hold the button, which then assigned it. But you had no idea how long it was. You had to hold it for 5 seconds, and I don't know whether it was bugged or not, but I did think I held it down for 5 seconds, but it didn't register. So I had to try it like 2 or 3 times to get it working, but it did work in the end eventually. Just have no idea whether you're in the remapping mode or not. And for the triggers, they seem very, very nice. They seem like they work very well. As you guys can see, I'm clicking on both. They're all very well. Overall, great build. I would buy from these guys again. Maybe customize the controller a little bit more. Maybe. Yeah, maybe we'll get the next version of the PS5 controller, because this is obviously the first version, guys. This is the first version of the PS5 controller. So over time, they will release more versions. And I could send this controller back in to get like more stuff done to it if I wanted to for the new version. That's if I wanted to. But overall, great build. I love it. So guys, I would recommend buying this controller, aim controller. If you're in the EU, definitely worth the price. Because if you're buying from Scuff, it's a very, very, very expensive to import and then get it through customs as well. So it's worth buying this controller. Guys, hope this video helped you guys out. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the video very shortly, and bye.